We're trained extensively on how to give chemotherapy, and we learn on our own how to treat people and how to try and make quality of life a priority. You see a patient going through the battle against whatever terminal illness they have, and you see them going through some really tough treatments like chemotherapy, and you're hoping for the best and you're hoping that next scan looks amazing, but many times the treatment isn't working and quality of life is not getting better. And so you recognize that this is all finite. Life is finite.
I'm not going to pretend that when I have rough patches, it's not a challenge. About 2 years ago, I was a hemodialysis patient, and I would go into the clinic, hook up to a machine, about 5 hours, 3 times a week. You could have blown me down, I was so weak.
There are moments where you know a patient's life is limited. You know, you're in this, but let's focus on what's important. Let's focus on your quality. Let's focus on your family and your friends. And you want to try and make sure they understand to try and maximize as much living as they can do. In our minds, we want to live forever. But I think the goal should be living, period. That led me to have many conversations with patients where I said, you should make a list of things to get done, because who knows what tomorrow is going to bring. So most patients had a hard time making a list of things that they want to get done, but one particular patient, Kenny, he made a list. And so I saw the list and I brought it to my palliative care team and I said, this is what palliative care is about. It's about us living as well as you can. So we cannot ignore his request to help him with his wish. And so we went forward and Kenny got to do a lot of things on his list, thanks to the good people at palliative care, thanks to community members who didn't even know who Kenny was. Everybody rallied together to help this man. And his very last wish was to make this available to other patients. And so that's how this project was born, and that's how we've taken off.
When I first met Brandon, he was screenwriting, and that was the one thing he always wanted to do, he dreamed of doing. We got a phone call about this meeting they were able to set up. It was one of the Hollywood studios. I think at that point he was very nervous, but he had prepared his script, and then we went in, we met with the CEO and a couple creative executives. He was able to do the pitch. They were able to creatively work on his movie idea together. After we left, he was on fire. He was writing every day after that. It was really about his dream, which he had until he passed, so it was amazing.
I've seen patients get better just by getting their wishes fulfilled. We've seen physical improvements because we're focusing on quality of life. So it's those kind of things. And these stories go on and on and on.
I will not bow down. Keep putting me off, I'm not gonna change my mind. You're headstrong forward. But this time around, I'm taking my time.
So our most recent wish fulfillment, Bob Walter, I knew he was a big baseball fan. We had an opportunity from a generous man named Terry Crouppen in St. Louis for him to throw out the first pitch at a St. Louis Cardinals baseball game.
Say hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob. Wow. Look at that.
But now you better throw a fastball. That better clock it pretty high.
You'll hear the pop.
I hear the pop.
You guys are going to go, oh no!
He's giving the splitter.
I've been told, don't worry about your pitch. It's probably not going to be a good one. Even people that are athletic mess up.
Here we go. He rocks.
And I messed up royally. I'm sorry. I've been practicing this for 3 weeks.
2.5 years, that was as good physically as I've ever seen Bob. He had that motivation to get out there and be great.
I was too nervous.
That's all right. It's something to be out here, isn't it?
I came out, I was overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed. So great. If heaven's better than this, I'm in for a real big treat.
This is a really unique program that has an amazing characteristic of being tangible, that you can directly help patients in our community at our hospital who ultimately wouldn't be able to make memories that would last their lifetime and the lifetime of their loved ones around them. Memories live on, even if patients don't. And so making those memories becomes so valuable. That's how you can help people. And that makes us unique, that makes us powerful, and that makes us a program that I think should keep growing as we move forward.
Surviving. It's important to get the right care, but the palliative care is equally important. The bucket list is palliative care. I'm a living example of what it can do for you. When you have support like that, you look forward to living another day.